Hello everyone, it's February 1st. I just finished baking cookies and now I feel like making soup. It's snowy outside, you can see. So perfect weather for soup. This was turkey carcass. I pulled out of the freezer yesterday. It's from Christmas. We had turkey at Christmas because we went out to dinner for Thanksgiving and we kept the carcass. I've made a video before on making turkey soup and turkey stock, but I'm going to do it again because we do this like once every year. So first is just put your carcass with all the meat on it in a stock pot. This is my stock pot. It does have evidence in it. My husband bought me a whole bunch of new pots last year, Black Friday event, and I threw all the old ones away except for this stock pot, just because pots aren't as common. I love it even if it has a small dent. So kept the stock pot. This is going to go in there. I'm going to wash the celery, 2 carrots, an onion, chop them up coarsely because it's going to be strained eventually. I will clean them first though, and then put everything in the pot, cover it with water, and then put it on, like, we want it at high heat, and then once it reaches high heat, put it down to medium heat and let it cook for a couple hours, I think. I needed to watch the original video as a refresher, so I'll double check with my husband what heat I need to use, but I think that's how it goes. But first, let me get everything in the stock pot. The vegetables don't have to be chopped perfectly because we're just making turkey stock essentially. We will keep some of the turkey meat for the turkey soup. I did have Robert break the carcass down smaller for me because we want to cover it with water and I didn't want it all the way to the top. So he did say bring it to a boil and then switch it to a medium heat. Danny, no. Dad was nice and gave him a piece of turkey. And now you're being annoying. Go. Anyway, let me get this covered with water and we'll get it on the oven or stove. I'm also adding a bunch of thyme. It's the only other spice I'm using at the moment. These are the cookies I made earlier. I need to move them, but I want to get this water on high heat. So yeah, salt and stuff will be added later. For now, I'm just going to add like a tablespoon of thyme. 3 hours later, so my husband has checked on it several times and he did add a little salt. So now we have a strainer and another pot. And we're going to strain all the stock into here. I'm not going to be able to record this because I need to help my husband, but you get the idea. Make sure you have a big strainer. Here are the strained pieces and our cat supervisor of the day, Honey.
Hi, Honey.
And so now we're going to go through and just pull out some good meat and chop it in little chunks to add to the soup later. And we might give Honey one since she's being a good girl.
She's so cute.
I guess maybe everyone gets a piece of turkey. It's Thanksgiving in February. There was a lot of turkey left over. Meat. When we cooked turkey, it was just the 2 of us. And so we really didn't nitpicky about cleaning the carcass. So usually when you have a leftover turkey carcass from Thanksgiving or Christmas, you usually don't have this much meat. Sage. Just one more little piece for you. There you go. Usually we just pull the meat, but I'm in the mood for carrots, so this time I'm pulling out a couple of the carrots that we're going to add back to the soup. You can do that with the celery too. The onions have been pretty much cooked to disintegration. Is that enough? That's enough. I'm not a huge fan of celery, but if you wanted to, you could cut that up too. You want some more carrots, or you want some celery?
Bring some more.
Okay. And for the turkey soup, we prefer egg noodles. I accidentally bought the smaller ones instead of the bigger ones, but it's just personal preference. I like the bigger ones, but these will do. And I know it don't seem like a lot, but it's just me and Robert. All right, Robert measured out enough cups of the broth for 2 dinners. And then the extra I put in these containers. These are just Dollar General containers. Once they cool down, I'll put the lid on, and then I'll freeze them. And then they're not full each, but it's just for like making turkey gravy or making, I don't know. What'd you say? Turkey gravy, and then what was the other thing?
Yeah, you can put it in other soups, or you can
other soups and stuff.
Make a gravy, or you can beans. Actually, you can cook green beans. With green beans, it tastes good.
It's just
so it's basically it's turkey stock basically, but we haven't if you were making turkey stock, you could let it cool down, and then it's not clear because there's a lot of fat in it. And if you wanted to separate the fat, you let it cool down, the fat would raise to the top, and you can skin it off. I have also in other videos pressure canned turkey stock. I still have a couple jars left downstairs. I just didn't really feel like pressure canning right now, so I'm just gonna put them in the freezer like this. Again, these are my favorite Dollar Tree. I have actually frozen in glass jars before because I saw another homesteader type style lady do that, and it worked for her. It did not work for me. The glass jars, even though you of course you leave less because you need space for it to expand, I left plenty of space for it to expand, and the jars still cracked. So whoever said it was a good idea to freeze stuff in glass jars, I don't agree with that. I'm sticking with the plastic. So this time I cooked the noodles in the broths. Sometimes we cook it outside the broth in separate water. The noodles will thicken up the soup, but we added extra broth to account for that. And Robert threw some biscuits in real quick, so we're just waiting for the biscuits to get done. If you watch past videos, we usually don't add the carrots and the celery, but we both felt like some veggies, so just however you like your soup. And yeah, this is a big bunch. This is dinner for tonight and tomorrow night. There we go, a turkey soup. Thanks for watching.